Very good afternoon to all. So the thing is, today I'm going to talk about a little insight on the LinkedIn actually. So how does LinkedIn play a greater role, especially in a network building? So probably like if you could see like there are different social media platforms are there like Facebook, Twitter, and probably LinkedIn, Instagram, and other things. But LinkedIn plays a different role here. If you talk about Facebook and other things, Twitter probably like can share news and other things, but probably like what we call LinkedIn is like a professional medium. Probably like we can reach out to, we can see the profiles of the top C-level contact. In our jargon, we call it as like a C-level contact. So probably like I'm giving you an example. Like if I'm going through a website like Easy Group International, so in that case, maybe I can able to see if you go to that management team section, probably I can able to view COO, probably Tim, then Daniel, Jacob, Mike, Tom. So these are the profiles it be listed in the website. So, but I want to go in depth on that, like how many people are there, like who, what's their designation and what's their profile and what they talk about. Like if he is a developer, so whether who is like, whether he's a Java developer or .NET developer. So in-depth information, I can go and dig those information through the LinkedIn actually. So I can able to get it. But they started in 2003, LinkedIn. But if you go, they emerge into the field actually. They gain their attention. And if you could see now, the statistics is really impressive. If you see here, like more than 760 million actually being registered in the LinkedIn actually. So it's a total thing. And out of which they are saying approximately 250 to 260 million LinkedIn are active users on a monthly basis. Actually, they are saying. And if you talk about the geographical value, if you see here, more than like, if you see like US, 170 million people have registered in LinkedIn. And the next is the European countries, probably. They stands because it is a collective, so hardly 160 million. But if you talk about Indian part, probably we have close to 70 million of people. So imagine like if you have a profile with all your information and you can connect with all these people, so how much a network you're building. So it is not like network building is not only for the sales actually, even for you people. Like imagine like I'm a HR person, so I want to connect my people actually, like graduates and other for my company. For my sales, like I need prospects actually. For the other people, like IT people, probably they want to exchange knowledge sharing transfers, like these are the areas actually. So that's the part where the LinkedIn plays a greater role. So here I'm going to talk about a little bit on how this LinkedIn plays for the sales people, for the HR people, and for the technology people. So I noticed when I started Twitter in 2010 or something, when I started, that time I used to see a lot of salespeople actually in the LinkedIn. But slowly when I move here or something, I'm seeing a lot of requests like from a lot of HR people also. So slowly emerging the market actually to the HR. But I'm seeing less traction towards the IT people actually. So why this LinkedIn attracted more salespeople, more HR, but not the IT people actually? IT people, I'm saying it is maybe I can say 40% of the people actually fully they have invested their details and other things in the LinkedIn when compared with the sales and probably the HR. So probably like I can share my screen so I can go one by one. Probably I can explain you a little bit on this one. Just a minute. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So here, it start like this actually. So when we talk about the sales actually, so actually from my perspective, I talk about. So the first company, like my previous company, one of my director actually, like he is like a CISA guy. We call it as like a information security audit guy actually. So he gave me an assignment. The thing is like I got a circular from an RBI So in that case, like I need to reach out to the mutual fund companies, because this RBI says like mutual fund companies has to do some compliance actually on a yearly basis. So they sent a circular. So this guy captured that information and shared it with me. He said, I need who are the people actually to reach out these guys actually. So what I did is like probably like just go to that the list of the mutual fund companies in India, and then like based on that, we'll go in depth into the LinkedIn and search. Say for example, like I'm giving here. So probably like if you go for a complaints and other things, probably we need information security guy. So I'm putting like this information security, like probably like I'm giving like VP information security like this. If I'm giving like this, so probably like I'll get a list of things. In that case, maybe like we can put it like Chennai and other things probably, or the mutual funds like this. Probably if you give it like this, probably you can like see Jeba Raja, then Ramasamy, like this. These are the profiles we normally get at actually. So, and you can also drill down based on the companies actually, like ICICI Prudential Mutual Funds like this. And you can go and check out there who are all the security guys. And based on that, we can reach out to them. We'll send an invite to them actually. Say, for example, I'm just clicking this profile. So he is like a global information security based out of Chennai. Now imagine like it's not a mutual fund company. I'm saying just assume that this is a mutual fund company. So in this case, what I'll do is I'll send an invite, probably like I'll do a connect, or and then you can add a note also. In that case, what I do is probably like I'll put this the RBI note saying that this is a mandate complaints you should adhere probably for this year or something. And then for this reason, we are expertise in this market, and put like this and send a note. So once this guy verify the message, probably like if he's having a need, because it is a mandate that RBI posted this. So what they'll do is this guy will reply back saying that, yes, I'm interested. What is your model, pricing, everything? So likewise, actually, last company, actually, we sent close to 15 to 20 mutual companies. We identified 20, and out of which we got 6 positive responses. So in this case, like if you have the need or something, like if you have the description, and probably you can easily dig out the right person through the LinkedIn. So that is the beauty of this LinkedIn. So you can dig out all these things actually. It's the same way, like probably this is one example of the sales. So if you move on to that probably like HR part, so probably like this is my network. And in this case, like say for example, like if you see here in this my network, this is my total connection. Like this is like 1,860 connections I'm having, and this is groups, and this is event. And so for HR people, so normally what they do, probably like they'll try to reach the candidates and check out based on the job descriptions. They try to reach the guys and check out their interest, and probably match with the exact profile and conduct the interviews and this thing. So this involves like a lot of process actually. So some guys will join and some won't join. So but here in LinkedIn, what we can do is like we will build the relationship here actually. So what you can do is we'll build a relationship. So imagine like I have a Python developer role actually for my easy group. So I have this much of position I'm having. So what I can do is I can list out the total number of Python developers in the list. Likewise, I can say probably like Python developers. And just an example, actually, I'm going. So this is a Python developer, and probably I'll select the people column here. So this column probably it gives you the total person actually listed under the Python thing. And from there, I'll drill down to probably like Chennai. And if you see here, close to 2,400 people working as a Python developer. So what we can do is maybe like we can go one by one, probably like, and check out like who which profile really match with our criteria, and probably like we'll send an invite or something. So this is like a parallel work, like how we are doing it in Naukri, how we are doing it in Monster. The same way, if you're doing it here, probably you can build a database, and then probably like you can assign it. Probably like you can make a lead sheet, and then put all this person profile, and then like how much years of experience, and whether they are available or something. So everything you can put it. Say for example, like if you click this Meenakshi Sundar. So if you see here, this guy is a Python developer, and he's working for Value, and for 5 years of experience. So I want to know whether this guy is active in LinkedIn or not. How I can do this? Probably you can check out the activity profile. So if you click the see all activity, probably you can see like this guy, like a Billy, he posted a message kind of thing 1 week before, and he likes this. So likewise, like if you see here, 1 week before he likes this actually. So which means he's not that much active in LinkedIn, maybe like a 1 week something, he came and posted or something, he likes that thing. So likewise, we can have an understanding like how much frequent they are in LinkedIn. So once we have imagined like I'm an HR, so I have close to 2,400 profile. So from that, I'll shortlist, imagine like 100, 150 Python developers based on my requirement. So I got it now. So what I do is next time, like I'll reach out these people and then check out, and then I'll do the rest of the procedures. We can do one more thing also. I'll tell you. Again, go to the My Network column. What you can do is, it's called groups. Again, this group is a one more thing. Like probably this is groups is having a variety of things, probably like .NET groups. So if you could see here, I can tell you. I'll just click the works, and then probably going into groups. Oh, sorry. Just a minute. So if you click these groups, probably like you can see like what are all the groups I have registered. So these are all things: .NET professionals, .NET people, and all these things. So if you could see here, like .NET people, they are close to 199, which means 199,000 members are registered in .NET, and 43% members are registered in .NET. So if you have anything, say for example, I am looking for a .NET developer. If I'm posting any kind of a job posting here, probably it will reach this number of people over here. In the .NET people reach more than close to 2 lakh people it reach. So imagine like how much members we are reaching it actually. Same way the professional. And even if you want to do something like Aslam did a lot of training sessions and other things. So he can also post this information over here. So probably he can get more reach actually. Probably like he can get a lot of comments and other things, and probably he can also share it. So that's an advantage of this groups probably. And one step ahead, what we can do is, it is called events actually. If you could see here, the same My Network column, I'm going. So this is a column called events. Say like I'm planning to conduct an event actually. So for example, like a Python developer or .NET, like Aslam is going to schedule a program or something, online event or something for our in-house employees. So you can do it. The same way, probably like we can do an online event also. by probably like, imagine like from our company, probably some 30 members are registered for this event. And maybe we can also include the others also from the outside resource. Probably like it is like we can create like an online event that is open for others also who are all in the .NET category. Probably if that is the case, imagine from our company, there's a total 30 employees are registered, and suppose close to 30 to 40 employees from outside probably registered for this online event, which means 50 to 60 full house. So in that case, we have an addition of 30 resources in our hand. 30 is for easy group and 20 from outside. So we have, so likewise, if we do regular event programs through LinkedIn, through an online event, probably we have a database and a lot of people got registered and they are used to come to easy group online event. So like they used to get information on the .NET or even for the Python and other things. The beauty here is that like we'll get an opportunity. It is like a lot of outside people have joining this online event. They get an opportunity to know easy group. So it is like one more soft marketing touch. Probably no need to explain these guys about the easy group. Already they registered the event one or twice or thrice or sometimes, and they have a knowledge on this. So probably like they'll probably like before introduction session or something, maybe we can explain who we are and what we are doing and other things. So they'll get an opportunity. In future, if we get any kind of a .NET open position or something, we can easily pitch these guys actually. And it is very easy for them to convince actually. So likewise, if you build a database for Python or for the .NET or something, this event platform plays a greater role actually. So we can create, I can give you an example. If you could see here, there is a company called Bridge Global. If you see here, they have a series of event here. They are going to conduct an event for the next week actually. And if you could see here, the 20 attendees actually. And for the next one, probably like if it is like an AA and other things, maybe you can get more number of responses. And for that marketing and PR, probably you will get more, 307 participants. So which means this company invite the other people also from the public who can also join, show the interest, they can also join. So which means it is like an one more database probably like that will help us to build the things actually. That wise, the event play a greater role. So for HR people, probably like you can build a database and through event and groups, probably like you can reach out to a lot of people and you can build your thing. And it is easy for you to on the recruitment side. And finally, I can talk about hardly 2 minutes. So I can talk about this LinkedIn learning thing. If you could see here, the right corner, you can see a LinkedIn learning. Can you see us? Probably can you see me? This LinkedIn learning. So if you click here, there are several items actually, like a lot of LinkedIn things. Probably like if you click the browse option, you can get variety of topics they talk about in LinkedIn actually, starting from like data analysis, then for the career management, CRM software, then culture, recruiting. Then if you want technical things, probably like you can go to the technology part. If you click the technology thing, you'll get all these things, probably like a programming languages and other things. Still, if you're not able to track it, what you can do is search for the skills. Probably like I can give .NET. So in this like .NET, there are 23 course things being listed. So they'll give you like, these are all the course being listed, like, and it's been recently posted or something, 1 month and how long it will run. And probably like, if you're a beginner, you can choose this level, intermediate and other things. What you can do is you can go and check in each and everything. Say, for example, I'm just clicking this desktop core and .NET. And I'm reading this, probably like I'll go through this and then probably I feel it good. What I can do is I can like, and probably I can share it also. So what I can do is I can share it in LinkedIn in my group, or I can create a link and post it in our tribe column. So probably like I have read this and I've got some information. I learned a lot on this and I can share with my team member. So you can create a link. You can click this and you get a link and you can share it. And you can also share it in Microsoft Teams, email, anything you can do it actually. So likewise, like probably for the tech people, you can use this LinkedIn learning part is like a greater area actually, where you can, and you can also post something. Say, for example, like this is my area, probably like my learning. So if you click this my learning, These are all my collections actually. So you can, the same way you can put this actually, you can save and you can put it like this, and you can also share it with your team member, or you can do it actually. So likewise, so for sales people and for the HR people and for the technology people, so based on this, you can build your database, strengthen your connection, and you can reach it to a lot of people, and mostly professionals actually can reach it. And then you can build your network. So that's the real mantra actually for the LinkedIn. So that you can do it with the help of this. And that's it actually from my end actually. Any questions on this?